Hey everybody, Jeff here, Aromatics, along with Christina, Hello Kitty Piper. So today is going to be a special video. Today we're doing a cigar review, both of us, we're doing a cigar review together. But this one is part of a Cigar of the Month review that I'm doing to help out another YouTube presenter whose name is, or his channel is My First Cigar. Now he came up with the idea of getting some people involved that wanted to be involved in a review type of thing where we would find a cigar we could all agree on, and then we would all make notes and then submit our notes to him, and then he would just compare and make a video of what our findings were on that cigar. So this is my contribution, and I'm also doing a video of it as well. So you can check out his channel and what we all came up with, which will be interesting to see what different flavors and conclusions we came up with this cigar on that end. And yeah, so the reason that we picked the Alec Bradley Esteli cigar is, number one, it seemed to be a fairly easy cigar to get a hold of for everybody that wanted to be involved. And also, it's just a great cigar to review because the original Black Market was just such a great all-around cigar. I've had it a couple times, and it would just be one of those cigars that you could recommend to anybody that just wants a nice medium strength cigar that could satisfy people that like the more mellow side and the people that like the fuller side. And it was just just a good all-around cigar. Yeah, so what better cigar than for a first cigar of the month than the newer version of the Alec Bradley Esteli. So we'll just do our usual thing where we show you what what the cigar looks like. So this is a torpedo shape. I'm not sure what the dimensions are on it. I'll have to post that for you. And the leaf itself reminds me of a oak tree leaf. It's got that same kind of color and texture, almost like a paper bag. What do you think? What are your thoughts on the wrapper?
I think it's pretty cool. Takes up about more than half of the cigar. The label's pretty big.
Yeah, that's the original label that came. So this is without the little the large label on the end, and hers has it. That's what it looks like when you first get it. So okay, so we'll do our smell, what we're getting from it. And I am getting, you know what I was getting? The first thing I think of is wet horse, like a horse stall, and then a little bit of cooking spice. It's quite strong. I find it quite pungent, like more pungent than the average cigar would be on the just smell. And on the cold draw, it's pretty light, but it's like a semi-sweet nut. And a wet cardboard. That's what I'm getting. What are you getting?
Well, the smell I was getting like barnyard, or as he was saying, like horse or like wet horse. I was also getting like cocoa bean, and on the cold draw, I was getting actually quite a bit of spice, like a black pepper spice.
That I was not getting myself. The cocoa, I can see that. So yeah, we were not really comparing notes. I mean, some of the stuff we've kind of accidentally heard from each other when we're discussing stuff, but we're trying to keep it, as personal as possible so that it's more of a surprise to each of us, so that we can see how we differ or the similarities to what we're getting. So okay, we're gonna cut and light these cigars, and we'll be back in a little bit and let you guys know what we're thinking. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, so we're back. I've been enjoying my cigar, and you?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we've been enjoying our cigar, and we're pretty much done now. And we've taken notes, and here's basically what I've got. So on the very first light, I got pretty much what I expected from a Nicaraguan cigar. I got a nice, really dark black coffee. And what else did I get? I found that it was a medium body. It was a fairly strong flavored cigar, but the body and the mouthfeel was about medium. It wasn't like a really heavy meal type of cigar. It was just that nice light but plentiful smoke, but with that black coffee. And then I was also getting spice immediately. It was just maybe a white pepper and a red pepper, and I could really feel a hot spot right on the center of my tongue. That's where the spice seemed to focus. And it was a very zingy cigar right from the start. What were you getting at the very start?
The very start, I was getting like a lot of spice, like a black pepper. It was pretty spicy to start off with. Okay,
so as I got further on down, like towards the pretty much, you know, past that first third mark onto the medium part, it started to really mellow out. So not really, I should say, but it did start to mellow out. So instead of getting that black coffee sort of flavor, I was getting more of still a black coffee, but with maybe a little bit of cream added to it. It was getting a little bit more creamy. And then that red pepper, white pepper started to morph into more of a black pepper spice. And there was still a little bit of heat and zing, but it was less. So overall, I guess, yeah, basically I'm just everything's kind of mellowing out a little bit, and I was getting more of just a little bit more of a creaminess to it and a little bit of a lighter coffee flavor. How about you?
About halfway through, I was getting like a sweetness to it, almost like a raisin bread. It was pretty good, pretty tasty. And yeah, it did mellow out quite a bit about the halfway mark and got pretty creamy as well.
Yeah, and it seemed like I was getting a little bit of a buzz at first. Like I was going, oh, this is going to be a strong nicotine cigar. But then as the flavors mellowed out, it seemed like the nicotine kind of subsided as well.
For sure.
Okay, so towards the end of the cigar here, what I'm getting now is basically all those flavors are still somewhat the same, but a little bit muted. And I'm getting more of an espresso taste. And now it's just a general buttered toast, but a dark toast. And I'm not really getting any spice or much of a heat anymore at all. It's just basically buttered toast and a general espresso coffee type flavor. So yeah, and you, what are you getting right now?
Still like the sweetness and the creaminess. Just a little more mellow.
A little more mellow. Okay, so that's basically what I'm getting. The body is still about a medium, and the flavors are about a medium to a little bit less than medium. So it's just a nice, but the flavors have stayed very flavorful. Like some cigars that kind of just, some of them fade away on me to a really hot nuttiness or to just not much flavor at all. This one keeps a decent flavor all the way through, I find.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not that high in nicotine. At least I didn't find that it was.
Yeah. So this is a pretty good overall cigar. Like if you want something like with a nice Nicaraguan type of flavor, this would be a good poster boy cigar for a Nicaraguan cigar for everybody. I think that as long as you're not maybe a total beginner, it might be a little bit strong for a total beginner, but just for a regular smoker that just wants wants to know what a Nicaraguan cigar would taste like, this one would be a good one. The only complaint I have is it's just not really that complex. It's there's a lot of flavor, but the flavors there pretty much stay within the coffee range and the toasty range for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, that's what we're getting. Another a great cigar. Great in the line of the black markets. The first black market, I remember being a little bit more sweet and a little bit more hay flavors. Especially the aroma was really nice. And it was a great cigar too. So between those two cigars, you can't really go wrong. And with this one, same thing. It's just a great cigar for good price. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. So, okay, unless you have anything else to say,
No.
we're gonna stop the review right here. And I look forward to doing the next cigar of the month. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. From Aromatics and from Hello Kitty Piper, signing out.